Welcome all YouTubers and Discord fans. We are here in our football game on Thursday night prime time. And we got Dallas Cowboys take on Detroit Lions at the Ford Stadium. And so everything. So let's get to the game and see you in the first quarter.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. One pride on your feet, and welcome Dan Campbell and your two-time defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions.
On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His guys are in the midst of a great run, only one loss in their last 10 games. Across the field on the Lions sideline, Dan Campbell. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might have considered that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Here are the key inactives for this one, Charles. And as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but well, that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you think it's going to be like that. It's just a matter of what names are on the list and how you prepare to play without them. Everyone wants to finish strong. But the only way to do it, forget the inactive list and focus on the guys who are going to take the field.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Lions, first down.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16-yard line.
It's a
Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Brock Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. And mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass. They didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offensive victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Lions offensive receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Cowboys.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
The Cowboys at 11-1 now on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's...
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
For a team who came in there on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you want to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now it's gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. Now, he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long, and his numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Yeah, this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. To the air again, Prescott. He'll drop this down to Williams. That almost, but not quite, needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, oh, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of comeback.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was take risks, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackle.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Goff looking to change the play. On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. Complete to right. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
A 7-yard gain.
3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Play action. It's gone. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Montgomery back to the ground. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Goff now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook. somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go with them early and often.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Montgomery. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Bates' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in.
Welcome everyone. We're back at the 1st quarter. We're going 2nd quarter, and Dallas Cowboys 0, Detroit Lions 20.
Possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled right upfield, right around the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw is Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to remember they did put points on the board. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
And the Lions first down.
To throw is gone. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Detroit Lions first down.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 103 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
Second and 1.
Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And 1.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but second and 13 here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third down and 13.
Now Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Bates' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Well run. This is Jaden Blue. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
He was taken down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Caught left side, Williams. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Coverage by Terrion Arnold.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
There's Prescott. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
35-yard attempt.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 23-point deficit. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Lions 1st down.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. 112 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Goff going to shift him around. And off comes to Montgomery. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, and a Lion 1st down.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
3rd and 11.
Here's Goff. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Incomplete. Asante Samuel on the coverage.
Bates' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, is continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that will continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit, and then tonight you can see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Play action now. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the